And welcome everyone back to a Napoleon Total War 3v3 replay. Today's replay I was actually tagged in this replay by Saptarshi on the Discord. So thank you Saptarshi, I'm just taking a look at it now. And before we get started, if you'd like to tag me in other replays or send me other replays such as this, there are links displayed on your screen and also in the description below. There's also a PayPal option, subscribe tab, Patreon, and Steam donation link also in the description below if you'd like to support my work. But if those aren't options for you, then please remember to smash that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, tick that bell for notifications, and leave your own thoughts about this battle in the comment section below. With that, let's jump in. So, we got, looks like it's a commander battle here. We got Victor First Corps. This is his army. We got a mixture of infantry and artillery. Looks like, 8-pounders. Got some hussars. We have Claude Victor Perrin as the general there. Some chasseurs. And the rest of his allies are over here. We got Joseph CR. Jeez. Never seen this commander. He's obviously commander for the Spanish forces. It is a Spanish symbol. And we got Mortier. He's 5th Corps. Alright guys, so players today, just bear with me for a moment. On the blue team, I think we've got Mikey Grey Worm and Alcantara. On the red team, I think we've got SM Player, Napoleon Bonaparte, and Quick Scratch. The battle was fought on HB 1809 Talavera. That's Talavera. Now we can't see their opponents at the moment, so we'll do a small cut guys and come back soon. Okay guys, we're back because it looks like we've got a red team player, a Spanish player, that somehow allowed himself to be sandwiched between the Spanish and French forces. I'm going to look so silly if that's not a Spanish symbol, I swear it is. But we've got the commanders of the French and Spanish forces versus the Peninsular Coalition force. Okay, so I just confirmed that this is the Spanish symbol for España 1810, and their opponents is actually also Spanish, as we found out, but that's the 1808 to 1810 faction, or the era, sorry, of the Spanish army that they're facing off against. I don't know if they're facing off against 3 of these particular Spanish armies. It does appear to be the case. There's already 2 of them there that we can see. Oh, we got I think this is Portugal over here. Yeah. It's a Portugal symbol. Alright guys. So it looks like we're still a little ways off yet from another engagement. See you soon. Okay, our first firefight has been started. We've got some Spanish skirmishers of the Peninsular Coalition facing off against the Spanish counterparts. There we go. And we have our first general fallen already. Killed by a surprise Spanish sneak attack. Jeez, nicely done. How'd they get behind so quickly? His attention was obviously solely focused on all over here. Where the first firefight had begun. He was just getting his forces set up and then all of a sudden they took out his general when he wasn't looking. It's very easy to get tunnel vision in these games. You think everything's going well, then all of a sudden you'll check out your unit stats and you're thinking, hang on, didn't they have more men there before? And thinking, oh damn, under attack. How'd that happen? You get blindsided, you get flustered, you're prone to make more mistakes. You gotta keep a cool head when this happens to you. They haven't lost a single soldier. No offense, these Spanish soldiers can't shoot for shit, it would seem. We've been firing at them for ages, didn't get a single kill. They lost men themselves, but I think it's because of the artillery. This is right in front of them. Now we've got the Spanish general here for the coalition, not too far behind the cannon line. Judging from the direction, it seems like the cannon is aiming for him. Yep. Okay, they took out 4 of them. Unlucky there. They clipped the general's unit. Got 25% of them.
Our men are running, sir.
You got coalition cav here. 25. Surprised moving so slow. Coalition player must have lost micro on them or something, because they walked into that. Alright. Now they form square. Didn't break them, came close. Jeez, they're shooting a long way. Now, France seems to be moving up with much more confidence than his coalition counterpart.
Our men are running, sir.
To be fair, he was outnumbered. And they are detached from the rest of the army. Now, this is okay. I thought bringing up the French army here in column formation was really dumb, given the artillery position over there. And it still is a bit silly because you got an artillery position somewhere just around here. A good strike could take out a lot of good men. The Mortier player better get these guys, diverging, splitting apart, forming his own battle line. These troops are very clumped up where they are at the moment. I'm hearing charging music. Look at the amount of cav the blue team has guarding their artillery positions. They were successful in taking out one of the coalitions. Now this is nuts. What are they trying to do here? What is this, the ultimate steamroller charge or something? Coalition getting a lot of good kills here. Like, you're thinking, what is the Mortier player doing? Being very, very reckless. But amazingly, did not lose too many men. He got very lucky. Alright, blue team seems to be forming a very solid line compared to their opponents, which are mishmashed and all over the place. We've got 3 8-pounders here across the bank. Could be a problem for them. This has to be their target. The left flank is moving up. Possibly trying to use the cover of these units from their cannon. Then maybe the idea is to defeat them, wheel around and take out the artillery. And at the same time push up. I have to believe that one guy didn't get killed. Casadores, volunteers. Like, there's the Fernando. I think that's like Marines. Marines. Legion. Seem to be standard troops. Doing okay. Royal Resilion. Couple units of them here. And a bunch of moustaches. Looking at the kill count, this unit's lost a bit. I think it's mainly due to the artillery. But he's lost just over 32. Actually 32 exactly. These guys here down 8. Minor casualties taken all around here. Hard to believe the morale of this unit is so weak. We've only lost 3 men. I half wish they just fire one volley and then charge in. What, they're not allowed to charge in or something? We got some Hussars moving in. They form square. Just in time. I wonder if he saw that and that's the reason he broke off. Oh, point blank fire. You gotta love it. They should take out that unit. It could come back and bite them. They will reform. It's 121. Ninja Coalition being a little bit reckless with their cab there. The cardinal sin is to charge into a unit that's formed square, or just hang around when a unit has formed square already. You can't really breach it. It's almost impossible. I've seen it done, but you know they use a lot of cav to smash through a square formation. It takes a lot, and most of the time it's just not worth it. Pretty much all the time it's not worth it. Leaving Cav in prolonged combat is a recipe for failure. This is a strange arrowhead formation. I wonder why he's done it like that. Let's just rise up and have a look. Yep, it was an arrowhead formation. Or a skein, I think it's called. These guys here are just retreating because France is bearing down on them like a ton of bricks. Doesn't seem like he has the strength or numbers on this flank to hold them, let alone repel them. Good volley there though from the Spanish. Took down a few of them. We're almost 25 minutes in. He must be throwing this artillery unit away or something. I wonder if their artillery was destroyed. Maybe that's why he threw them away. I don't know. Spain has some units inside the town here. Finish your coalitions in all sorts here. They have little to no centre. The Spanish and the French pretty much have broken through with no contest. Look, Spain here does have some good looking cav, but I don't think it's enough. See, squares hold them. And he's losing cav very quickly. These guys here have got a wheel to the right. Only like 20% of their men or 25% of their forces are actually firing right now at this unit here. Alright, they broke. Portugal, not the easiest faction to use. We've got Portugal skirmishers here up against 2 units of Voltigeurs and 3 units of these like Legia province. They're gonna get slammed. They gotta move closer. Jeez. So a couple go down there. Alright, we've got some real meat in this section of the map. This is a good opportunity here for the red team to counter the blue team's push. And they're pushing hard. The red team's got to push back. They've got to gain some ground. They've been giving it, not taking it. We've got French reinforcements coming this way. And they got numbers here. They can overwhelm the French. They just got to get in there. They've got to use their advantage while they have it. You see it's down almost 50%. Casualties appear to be in the 10% to 40% range. In melee combat, I think the French has it over the Spanish. I don't think the Napoleonic coalition, Spanish forces don't want to force us into a melee combat. Good hits, good hits. What the hell? I think the Portugal got hit by their own team's artillery. From the direction they fell, they were definitely hit by their own 8-pounder. Now we've got a battle over here. It's going to stay in the town, but it's actually not. And we got Spanish Peninsula Coalition Cavalry units in the back lines once again. Well, the red team started off great. They sniped out one of the blue team's generals. Unfortunately, they had their own artillery sniped out, which didn't help things. And now we've got French cavalry hunting the Spanish general. This unit can form square. I don't know why it didn't. It's forming square now. Yep. Peninsula Coalition knew what this French player was up to. This unit's got to get out of square formation, assuming he broke the French cavalry. He didn't. If he breaks formation, that cab will charge on top of him faster than we can blink. They're being shot at. They can't stay here. Oh, they broke him. Nice work. The general needs to be a bit closer to his army. The Spanish player, the Peninsula Coalition, should not be retreating here. It's relatively an even fight. He's got the numbers. He's even got a couple of units in reserve in the town he can call upon. And this little French force here is detached from the rest of the blue team. He can win here if he moves in quickly. By quickly, I mean just get his forces together and engage the French. I mean, we've got a 2 versus 4 match over here. And for some reason we've got a French unit directly in line with their enemy, but for some reason are not shooting them. Like, what is the goal here? It's like he's toying with him. Oh, here we go. The Miniature Coalition has rallied around their centre, or at least their new centre, and they've achieved their first real main victory in this fight. In this fight, sorry. Seems like I'm repeating this all the time, but there's always a thought that comes to mind whenever I see this happening. Either charge or don't charge. Just don't stroll into battle when you're under fire. You might not have anything left when you get there. And these are C3 cav. They're slow, but they're not that slow. They could be exhausted too. Like, they're very tired. That is why they're moving so sluggishly. You've got to rest them up a bit. Portugal's doing alright here. Not so well over here though. Okay, so we've got 2 6-pounders here. Looks like this French player is going to take some leave and send up the Spanish player in his place. I thought there were some units in the town to spare, but I guess I could be wrong on that. It's still 6 on 5.
Our men are running, sir.
Pretty even fight. Alright. So the blue team has the red team outnumbered here on their right flank. We've got 3 French units here. Actually 4 even. In this gap. Now there is artillery up here on the hill. I thought there might be artillery somewhere around here, but I'm not sure. But if there isn't, there shouldn't be any reason this Spanish player shouldn't be sending his units forward to help these French units overwhelm and push back the Peninsula Coalition here. I mean, Portugal has got to have a unit guarding this artillery alone. I mean, there's got to be a reason the blue team isn't sending over any cav to destroy it. They've still got some units. There's one. Some dragoons. Here's another one. You know, this seems like overkill. 3 units should pursue these guys, the other 3 should break off and try and sweep in and take out these Spanish units here from behind. Well, they're fleeing towards their left flank. But if this Spanish player moves up, he can cut them off. Yeah, so this is 1810 as I said before, and that's 1811 to 1814. Because even at this close range, we're only getting 1 or 2 casualties at most per volley. Oh, we've got the red team converging on this spot. Alright. They've lost 51 men. Portugal's going for a bayonet charge. The French here are being spooked into, well, breaking because they're being shot at by 2 units here, and also bayonet fighting 2 other units. Just been a wee bit overwhelmed. These guys here got to turn around. Wow, they broke them. I didn't imagine it'd be that easy. Alright. We've got the Spanish player directly in front of the Portugal players. Sorry. 2 units. Jeez, they got a fire already. Come on. It was a damn shooting gallery. Why didn't he fire? Even now, why doesn't he fire? He has them. Is he out of ammunition? Is that what's going on here? Okay, Dragoons charging in.
Glorious victory, sir, is soon to be yours.
Yeah, it seems like the blue team has the red team pretty easily here. It doesn't look like the red team has any units in the tank that would signal a complete about face of the result that we expect here. You gotta love close quarter combat. It's not over though. We have 4 Spanish units here, moving up to their artillery. Portugal's still at their artillery. They've got 1 unit that just reformed. Their artillery is giving the infantry a run for their money. So the artillery took a chunk out of that unit. So the French players were walking, not running. I guess he doesn't want to move forward. This French player doesn't want to move forward and risk spooking the other Spanish Peninsula Coalition player to retreat. He wants his French ally or his other French troops on his left flank to move in closer. Try and shoot at Spaniards if he tries to get away. Must be AFK or something, or just doesn't know that it's there. The unlumbered, and now it's broken. Still got a large number of cav. They're filming square. No, they can't film square. Why didn't they try to shoot?
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
Yeah, there's skirmishes there. Alright, Unit 57 broke, but they should be back. Good hit from the artillery. It just seems like they're being shrunk, you know? We can just see the slow demise of the red team. It's like no matter what they do, the blue team has enough resources just to surround them, or basically, what's the word? Wouldn't say hunt, because obviously just they can see them. I suppose tail them? Tail and then trap them. In a crossfire. It appears that's where they're heading if these units continue to push back. Good fight there. Nice chunks taken out of them. Again, great volleys. Bit of a delayed jump backwards there for that guy. He went flying back about 2 seconds after the original hit. Maybe it's a glitch in the matrix. This is a Volta-Go unit. I think we still ran out of ammunition.
Our men are running, sir.
Next I had to do a bayonet charge with no bayonet. It's crazy, they're directly in front of them. How are they not falling? It looks like the blue team hasn't covered. They're blocking off their escape.
Our men are running, sir.
They're slowly squeezing them into oblivion. Oh, they broke. One volley in this artillery and it should break. Yeah, I'm going to chuck that up to one. A few battles here and there, just some troops caught out. No, not caught out, isolated. You have some Westphalians. They form square. I like the solid square. Looks almost impenetrable. With the exception of artillery, of course. There's no formation that can shield you from that. We're down to our last few engagements. Here we go. Point blank. Even the commander's getting a kill there with his pistol. I think that's it, guys. I think there's one more unit left. And funnily enough, it's a general unit. We're gonna charge in.
We have killed their generals. Now they must pray.
Bayonet to the face. Ouch. And that's it. Victory for SM player, Napoleon Bonaparte and Quick Scratch. So that was actually the blue team there. The only reason I thought they were on the red team before is because on the map it displayed the SM player Napoleon Bonaparte all on the red side of the map, which made me think they were the red team. But they were actually, in fact, the blue team. So apologies for that. SMM player, game 1135. Napoleon Bonaparte, 1381. Quick Scratch, 1335. Mikey, 896. Grayson, 871. And Alcantara, 877. So good kill counts all around. Well done to the blue team. It just didn't seem like the red team had any strength, any I suppose strong bones in their forces to stand up to the blue team. It's like no matter what the red team did, the blue team was able to sort of move forward, advance, push, and slowly chip away at the red team until there was no more troops left to spare. And it didn't seem there was anything the red team could do to sort of push back and turn the battle back in their favour. I'm not sure why it was difficult for them, but yeah, it just seemed to be like nothing they could think of. It just seems like nothing they could do. It just seemed like there was nothing they could do to turn the tide around in their favour. And that was very interesting to watch. Looking at kill count, some stand-up performers were the Royal Dragoons, 145. Dragoons Berry, 222. We've got another Dragoons unit, Dragons, Condé Dragons, 111. And we got Nicholas Guy Voltigeurs, 174. Interesting to see Voltigeurs get so many. But thank you to all players in the replay itself, and thank you to Saptarshi for tagging me in the replay on the Discord. This is Scouts Entertainment signing off. Catch you guys in the next one.